As native scholar Jack Forbes has uncovered, many, perhaps most, people of color in North America by the 19th century had at least some indigenous ancestry. While many scholars have shown how problematic Forbes's term red-black is, the research he does is very thorough and has inspired much scholarship after it. The following examines two early Republic New Englanders known to history as black or colored, and how they may or may not have used their native ancestry in their lives. Crispus Attucks, known to history as the first casualty of the American Revolution, was killed in the Boston Massacre. Attucks is usually described as a black or mulatto fugitive slave. Attucks followed the sea after fleeing slavery. He became active in petitioning Massachusetts' royal government. Whereas many black people had been petitioning for an end to slavery, Attucks took up the cause of protesting what he felt were abuses against Boston by the Crown. Attucks was born to an enslaved father and a native woman who lived in Natick, pictured here. His matrilineal line would have protected him from slavery in other colonies, as children of enslaved people in other colonies followed the condition of their mother. However, he was in fact enslaved at some point, as there was a fugitive slave notice posted for him when he left. While he didn't leave behind much writing, he learned to read and write, presumably in his childhood, for he grew up in a praying Indian town. In this way, his ancestry as a native from Natick both helped him escape slavery, as literacy did for many enslaved people, and opened doors like seafaring and political activism. Paul Cuffee, one of the most prominent seamen of color and a trader of immense wealth, is known to history primarily as a Pan-Africanist and a colonizationist because of his ventures in developing Liberia as a colony for free people of African descent. Cuffee was born on Cuttyhunk, off the coast of present-day Falmouth and close to Aquina on Martha's Vineyard. He was the son of a formerly enslaved man named Kofi Slocum, his father's first name being Akan for Friday, and in line with Akan naming practices in the area that is now Ghana. Cuffee's mother, Ruth Moses, was a Gayhead Wampanoag woman. Cuffee married Alice Pequot, a woman from his mother's tribe. His business partner was his Wampanoag brother-in-law, and his sister was involved in Samson Occam's Brothertown settlement. He hired only people of African and or native descent to crew his ships. There are many more New Englanders of African and native descent who have made their mark on history. The various ways in which they use both, either, or neither side of their racial ancestry are instructive as to the role race and ancestry has played in our country's history.